The markets are constantly shifting, but what's happening right now? How can I benefit from this information? Hey, this is CEO Trades, where money works for you. What is going on in the markets? Today, we have a special because we're going to be looking a little bit at crypto and a little bit of stock. So, here we go with crypto. As many of you have reached out to me, I want to thank each and every one of you asking where have I been, what have I been doing. I've had some personal situation. Thank God everything is okay. And here we are now going over some of this crypto and stocks so that you're aware of what I'm looking at on a daily basis. Right now, we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been pretty much on a consolidating mode since back at the beginning of March, pretty much. And this consolidation is pretty good. It looks pretty good. It doesn't seem to be shifting too much. Actually, it's been here. Whoops, give me 1 second. I want to show you a better map of what a better graph of what we're looking at here. As we're switching here, we'll see it even better. BTC, Bitcoin. Let's check on a daily basis. Here we go. Now we've got a better chart. You can see that Bitcoin has been on a consolidating path pretty much since January, actually. January 22nd. That's 2 months right in there. What's going to happen with this? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? It's anyone's guess. But looking at what has happened in the last several since last year this time, you can see it had a wave right here, a roller coaster ride, and then had another one very similar roller coaster ride back in November, December in here, and this was back in February, March in here. And what happened in April? April pretty much it stayed up in the highs up here. That's what happened last year. Do you think this is going to go up? Most probably this will go up similar to that point up there. It's at 42,359 right now. Figure it might go up to 59ish. If I am wrong on this information, it's possible. It's due to the war, it's due to the COVID outbreak, it's due to the changing world atmosphere. There are many things going on at once, and I can't pinpoint every single situation that's going on, but there's a lot that's going on around the world right now, and that can affect stocks as well as crypto. Right now, as I said, Bitcoin is at 42,000. I'd say it's a good buy right now, hoping that it will get at least to 60,000 somewhere in here. And if it goes beyond that, that would be wonderful, just like it did to 68,000 back in November. And many people forgot to cash out, including myself, because I've kept it riding because I have a longer term purpose in this. However, it's great to take some gains. You see, it hasn't touched that in several months. I could have cashed out anywhere along up here, and then now I could have picked up again. And that's the name of this game, is you don't have to be in it all the time, but you've got to watch and see what's going on. I haven't been watching this for the last 2 to 3 weeks because I've had some personal situations, but we are back on track, and my little one's going to surgery tomorrow to get some teeth removed, and that's why we're looking at some of the coins that are in here right now. Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum, and Ethereum right now, it should be in a similar move, but let's just check and see. Okay, it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. You can see that it had a high back in May of last year in, what was it, 4,400, and then back in November, December, it hit 47, 4,800. It's at 3,008 right now. Is this going to go up? I would say it's going to go up at least to 4,300. It's a good time to buy for me. I would say that this will go up at least a good 30 to 40%. That's a great gain. Don't forget to cash out when it gets to those levels. Don't forget to do that, right? Because most people will forget. Most people are not keeping that on their radar in reference to what's going on. This is Binance, although I haven't talked about Binance before because most people are not able to trade on Binance. Binance, you can see here is, hold on 1 second, let me just see the chart. It is pretty much on a consolidation. Is this Binance? BUSD. B. I'm not certain if it is Binance because, yes, it is Binance. Sorry. Duh. Binance is at 99 cents right now, and it's been pretty much consolidating for the last year in that area. I don't see much of a move unless it's looked at on a daily basis. It's not moving enough, so I would not invest in this one right now. I would need to see more of a pattern in that to be much clearer. Now, this is APE, APE. I have never heard of this coin. I won't invest in it right now, but it seems to be moving, seems to be gaining some action. I'd wait a bit more to see where this goes. Right now, I don't have enough history to be able to determine where this is headed. What's the next one on here is ETH, Ethereum as well. And this one is USD. This one's on Coinbase Pro. You can see how on Coinbase Pro is very similar to what we just spoke about earlier. Let's take a look one more. Whoops, wrong one here. That's Ethereum as well on a different exchange. I wanted to see Doge. See if we can have Doge. If not, I'll look for it manually. Let's look for it manually. And that way Doge, because a lot of people are expecting Doge to make some move. Now this is software here, points to specific exchanges and how it's moving on the exchange, but it shows similar patterns anyhow throughout all the softwares. You can see that Doge has just flatlined. It's at 12 cents right now. What can we expect? Will it ever go back up to 73 cents? Yes, it will. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. We have waited a year for this to happen. Sorry, not a year, since last May. Is it going to happen soon? Well, we're hoping it will. Will this allow me to see much further back into this? You can see that Dogecoin back in 2020 was flat, was at 0.03 cents. And most of us who picked up between 3 cents and 8 cents have gotten some nice returns, especially those who cashed out anywhere up in here from the 50s to the 70-cent area. Wonderful gains. Now let's take a look at some stocks so that you're aware of what's going on there, because Dogecoin, I like it as an investment. However, people don't see much of a move and they get worried on whether to invest right now, and that one is safe. There's nothing that's safe. Whenever you invest, be aware that you could lose money. You're not always going to gain money. That is definite. That is true. Now, this is one of the ones I've been following today, ALLG. This is Allego NV Nevada. What is it? Well, you'd have to look up more information into it, but you can see that it was yesterday at $8.60, and all of a sudden it went up to $23. Now it's a consolidating path. What's going to happen next? I would say, if you want to look at this closely, it will probably go back to 23, and it will drop probably to, let's see, maybe somewhere between $14 and $15, maybe even a little bit lower than that, most probably. That's what I think it was going to happen tomorrow. Although I'm not going to be able to trade because I'm going to be in the hospital, but I will attempt to look at these because my little one is going to get some surgery in her teeth. She's getting some teeth removed, and she needs that in order to feel healthier. Another one that's playing a similar move to that one is Cells, and you can follow the news on these. And this one, you can see the similar move, but it's not as high in reference to $23. That's why I thought the other one was much better. This one was at $1.60 back. Now it's it went up to $3.90, and now it's consolidating at $3.17. It probably will test that high tomorrow, and then it'll head down, or it might just head straight down. Those are the two probabilities, or it can consolidate another day. But I would say, because it looks like it's gone a little bit on an uptrend, this one, there's a chance that it might go to $3.90. The same thing with the other one, ALLG, which is playing a similar path on both of them because they're both similar companies. FCell I have for long term. It's talked about, especially because of war, and you can see it's been on a consolidating path for several days now, 4 days. Will it continue this path, or will it continue to increase? I believe it's going to increase a little bit more tomorrow, somewhere in the mid $7-ish range. This is good hold for me for long term. And what's another one? JetBlue, Macy's, Ford is a great company to hold it. Now, right now it's at $16. It's great. Will it drop any more than this? I don't know. Here's the one state where Tesla doesn't lead in EV market share. That's a good sign for Ford. I would say that $16 is not bad to purchase, especially looking at this chart when the low was at 11.14. So you're halfway between the top and the bottom. I would say 16 is pretty good. And if you can hold this until at least the $20 range, that would be wonderful. I would hold it that way. Another one that is good to hold, let me see what else is here. Let's see. I don't see Macy's here, which is one of the ones I like. Let me bring it up. Macy's. And Macy's, has also gone down to 25. Is this a buy? It would have been a buy when it reached 21. I don't know if it's a great buy right now, but it seems to be headed towards this path down here, maybe a little bit lower to the 24ish range. If it goes back down and tests 21, I would purchase somewhere in here for my long-term gains because we like Macy's. And my last one is Plug. Plug. Plug has been on an uptrend, slow uptrend. It goes up and down, up and down. It was at 29 today, went to 27 ish, and I have this one until it reaches 60. I should have cashed out last November, but because my goal was higher, I've kept holding. And the way that stocks work is that sometimes when you're investing for the long term, it's best just to hold out because taxes will hit you. And I got hit hard when I made some gains this past year because I cashed out in and out. But I am still making money. That is the good thing about this. So this is stocks. If you want to double your money account, why don't you invest in your knowledge account? You see, there's a person called Ray Dalio, and Ray Dalio has lost $1 billion in stocks, but he's made 19 million in the process. So expect that you're going to be losing some money in order to make much more. Take care, stay safe, and continue to learn the process so that the process becomes you and you're able to grow and multiply your bank account. Take care.